These portable fridges from BougeRV are ready to come on the road with you. In this comprehensive review, we'll be taking a look at the Aspen, Rocky, and CR portable fridge series and putting them to the test in real-life scenarios. We'll take a look at each unit's capacity, portability, time to cool or freeze, and what makes them similar and different. We'll also review some of the accessories available. Whether you're looking for a portable fridge solution for tailgating, catering, grocery hauls, or outdoor adventures, let's find the right one for you. With the right choice, you'll enjoy refreshing convenience wherever adventure takes you. So, let's get started. Welcome back to Space Age Tech, where we look at the tech that pushes the limits. From the Rocky series, we're testing 4 different capacities: the 81 quart, 69 quart, 55 quart, and 41 quart. This model is designed to be very rugged with rust-proof stainless steel shell and a fingerprint-resistant finish. From the Aspen Pro series, we're testing 3 different capacities: the 53 quart, 43 quart, and 34 quart. This model has been designed with maximum convenience in mind, including features like wheels that make it easy to transport for perfect camping and RV trip experiences. And finally, from the CR series, we have the CR Pro 30 quarts and the CR Colorful 23 quarts, a super portable fridge designed for the essentials. Let's start our first test. We'll call this Can Tetris. To make sure we're comparing apples to apples, we will be using 12-ounce soda cans and 16.9-ounce water bottles. That way we can easily see and compare the capacity of each fridge. One thing to note here is that the results we get here might be a little different from what you see on BougeRV. BougeRV used 330 milliliter cans for the Aspen models, 355 milliliter cans for their Rocky models, and 350 milliliter cans for their CR models in their published capacity. Additionally, with all of our tests, we removed any compartment dividers or cages where possible. As you can see here, the Aspen series has a permanent divider down the middle, where the Rocky does not. Instead, it has a removable divider. The CR Pro 30 quart has a removable compartment, but the CR Colorful does not. Since the Aspen Pro is permanently divided into 2 distinct zones, you're limited by the size of the biggest compartment for any single item. This will be the non-compressor side of the fridge. For the internal dimensions of the largest side in the Aspen Pro, the width and length are all the same. And this is a little bit of a cone shape. The bottom is going to be 6.6 inches wide and at the top 7.3 inches wide. The length is 14.5 inches. The internal height of this compartment is what makes the difference. From smallest to largest, we have 12.93 inches, 15.9 inches, and 18.8 inches. After making sure that all lids close, let's take a look at our results. So we have 3 categories: small, medium, and large. We'll be going from left to right. In the small category, our Aspen 34 quarts won by just 1 can at 44 cans capacity. For our medium size, the Aspen 53 quarts was able to fit 76 cans. As expected, the Rocky 81 quarts won the large category with 134 cans. For our next round, we'll play water bottle Tetris. This time, we'll use 16.9-ounce water bottles, the equivalent of 500 milliliters. Let's talk about the internal dimensions on the Rocky series. The length and width are identical at 22 inches, by 13.15 inches. Where they differ is the height. The Rocky 41 quarts is 11.22 inches high. The Rocky 55 quarts is 14.5 inches tall. The 69 quart is 17 inches tall. And the 81 is 26.6 inches high. This is not a perfect cube because the compressor takes up some space. But since we can remove the center divider, we can fit larger items like a rack of ribs or a whole fish. There's a lot of flexibility. This round took a little bit more effort, but we were able to close the lid. Let's see how we did. Here are our results. Again, we'll divide our results into 3 categories: small, medium, and large. For the small category, we have the Aspen 34 quarts with 39 bottles, this time with a bigger lead over the CR Pro 30 quarts. In the medium category, we have the Aspen 53 quarts with 61 bottles, and in the large category, the Rocky 81 quarts with 95 water bottles. That was a lot of can and bottle Tetris for one day. To summarize, we put together this graph. As far as capacity goes, the clear winner is the Rocky 81 quarts. But perhaps not a lot of us have the need to put 134 cans into a cooler. If you're in between models and looking at the capacity as one of your deciding factors, then you can see which model is equivalent to the other or pretty close. For example, we learned that the Aspen 34 quarts is very similar in capacity to the CR Pro 30 quarts. And if you don't care about dual zones, maybe the CR Pro is right for you. For our final round of Tetris, we'll play grocery store Tetris. This is our typical grocery store trip. We'll be seeing how much of our grocery trip we can fit into each of the fridges. This should give us a better visual representation of the capacity. For this test, we'll use all our baskets and dividers to split between our frozen food and our refrigerated side. With our dividers and baskets in place, we're able to set the playing field for this last game of Tetris. We made sure to get a good mix of fresh and frozen food so you can see how this would fit in the fridge, and arrange them as neatly as possible. If you have any food-related business from catering to restaurants, this might be something to consider. So you won't have to worry about food safety when transporting from the store to your business. The smaller models may even be beneficial for somebody doing food delivery with Grubhub, Uber Eats, or something similar. I'm sure all your customers will enjoy cold drinks and desserts, and you'll enjoy a spill-proof car. And the rest of us can bring our fridge with us in any of our outings. Because with this economy, we're either bringing our own snacks or waiting for food at home. Let's take a closer look at our results. The items that did not fit were placed on top of the cooler. As you would expect, the bigger the cooler, the more items we were able to fit in. There's definitely something for everyone. Even the smaller coolers surprised us at how many items they can fit. The size of your vehicle may be one of the biggest factors in determining which portable refrigerator you invest in. This is a trunk of a Tesla Model Y, debatably a mid-size crossover SUV, not a particularly large car. And we have the Rocky 50, our 55 quart model. We took it with us to our favorite restaurant supply store, which happens to be about an hour away. And because we had the Rocky 55 quarts, we were able to run all our errands without worrying about the food spoiling. Once we got home, we unpacked all our goodies. We had some fresh produce as well as frozen meats, some veggies, salmon, cold meats, and a lot of cheese. Even some stir-fried veggies and tofu. And we're happy to report that even after being in the car for a few hours, everything made it home safely. The Rocky 55-quart model was a good option since we were able to fit all the groceries comfortably and it was easy to open the lid. One thing to consider for your purchase is the door orientation. The Rocky opens lengthwise, so the clearance to open the door is much less than the Aspen. This doesn't necessarily rule out the Aspen because you can simply roll it forward and open the lid. So how do the other fridges fit in the Tesla Model Y? Let's take a closer look. As you can see, all the models we're testing today are able to fit in the trunk of the Model Y. We did not fold down any seats. We had no trouble fitting them length and width-wise. The difference is in the height of each capacity. The larger capacities are taller. This makes opening the lid challenging. Here we have another example. This is a Fiat 500e. The trunk space is about 8 cubic feet, but in this case, we had to fold down the back seats. Surprisingly, we were able to fit all fridges in the tiny Fiat. It was very exciting, but we lost a lot of seating space. So in this case, we'll stick to the CR models. Unless you enjoy solo trips, in which case you can even take the Rocky 81 quart. Now we'll focus on cooling performance. For this test, we want to find out how long it will take to cool a soda can or water bottle to 40 degrees Fahrenheit in each of the portable coolers. To ensure all conditions were equal, all cooling performance testing was done with thermocouples inside the can and water bottles, air temperature sensors on both of the compartments, and one ambient air sensor. We repeated the same procedure for all portable fridges in a temperature-controlled environment at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, these devices allow us to read the internal temperature of the can and water bottle and the ambient temperature. Let's take a look at our results. This graph shows the time to cool the contents of the can and bottle to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The starting temperature of all the beverages was 75 degrees Fahrenheit, as well as the ambient temperature and the air inside the fridge. Overall, we want to note the impact of the fridge size on the cooling capacity. The Aspen units all use the same compressor between them and draw 60 watts. The Rocky units all use the same compressor, but the 81 and 61 quarts use 80 watts in max mode, which gives them better cooling performance than the 55 and 41 quarts, which only use 60 watts. This is why the larger Rocky units performed so well in this test. On average, it took about 120 minutes to cool the drinks from 75 to 40 degrees. We'll only show the unpacking of the Rocky 50, the 55-quart model, because this applies to all the fridges we'll see today. All the fridges came well protected with styrofoam corners that are easy to unpack. You simply have to lift the fridge out and remove the bag that it's in. Pretty much plug and play. Inside, we'll find a few goodies like our power adapters, our instruction manual, our baskets, and our compartment dividers if it applies. Let's take a look at some of the accessories available, like this removable battery for the Rocky series. This is an optional add-on and it's sold separately. Overall, it gives you about 10 hours of refrigeration time or about 4 hours of freezer time. We'll take a look at the installation process later in the video. Alternatively, if you want a more versatile power source, you can go with a BougeRV Juice Go, a compact portable power station with lithium iron phosphate technology and 240 watts capacity. Not only will it work with your portable fridges, but you can also use it to power other electronics and appliances as well. And we have a couple of options for charging, including your car charger, your AC wall plug, and even solar panels. We'll turn it on so you can see the integrated LCD display as well as the LCD light. And to top it off, it comes with this really nice bag to protect your battery and store it away securely. The cover is padded to protect the battery inside and has a strap for easy transport. It has a very nice snug fit and very good stitching. The Aspen also has its own accessories. Here we have the BougeRV 220 watt portable power station for fridge. In our next videos, we'll see how this mounts to the back of the Aspen to provide about 6 hours of cooling. It also offers some versatility with USB-A and USB-C ports and also has a neat LED light. It can also be charged with a 100 watt solar panel in 2 hours. And it's compatible with the CR Pro models. And speaking of solar panels, we have the BougeRV 50 watt flexible portable solar panel. This panel can be paired with your Rocky portable battery to enjoy continuous power. It's very flexible, light, and very portable. And it's compatible with USB-C, USB-A, and DC outputs, so you can charge up to 3 devices concurrently. Let's also take a quick look at our 100 watt portable solar panel. This is a waterproof solar panel, which makes it a great candidate for the outdoors. It's also pretty light and foldable. It also has these tabs in the back that allow you to prop it up anywhere you'd like. To ensure great compatibility, the unit comes with MC4 connectors. Aside from allowing you to power your portable refrigerator, it also allows you to connect more than one of these solar panels together for maximum output. And speaking of connectors and compatibility, we have our solar connector to DC 8mm adapter. This solar cable allows your 100 watt panel and others with MC4 connectors to connect to the JuiceGo and some fridges with barrel jack options. Let's take a look at how these accessories fit together with our portable fridges. So we'll take it outside and do a full setup with our battery and solar panels for the Rocky 50. To install our portable battery, we must take the battery cover off and the clip included. We line the battery with the connector on the fridge and it just snaps on. Super easy and convenient. If we want to use our 50 watt solar panel to power the fridge and charge our battery, we would need to attach the panel with the connector included. One end would be for the fridge and the other end would be for the solar panel. It's that easy, and now we can run our fridge indefinitely. If you opt instead for the BougeRV JuiceGo, you can plug the AC adapter in the bottom or the DC plug in the top of the JuiceGo. But that's not all. It also supports solar charging at 100 watt max. Lucky for us, we have our 100 watt solar panel. Let's connect it. And you're ready to go. Let's take a look at the Rocky series. It comes in the stainless steel finish designed to be rust-proof and fingerprint resistant. We also have beverage holders on the top so you don't misplace your drinks. On the Rocky series, the door is reversible, so you can set it to open on either side. It opens widthwise, so you'll need less overhead space than the fridges that open lengthwise. The control panel allows you to switch between Eco and Max mode or change the display between Celsius and Fahrenheit. To conserve energy, you can turn off the non-compressor side of the unit. Each zone can be set to its own temperature independently. You can easily view the temperature of each zone in your control panel. You can set 3 different levels of car battery protection to avoid killing your battery. The center or zone divider can be removed at your convenience. We found this very useful because it's easier to fit larger items. When you remove the center divider, the unit switches to single zone, and you're only able to set one temperature for the whole unit. You have the flexibility to make the whole fridge a freezer or keep it as a fridge. Inside, we have our removable baskets for organization. Let's take a look at the Aspen units. The Aspen comes in 3 different sizes. We have a 34 quart, a 43 quart, and a 53 quart. Even though we have different capacities, the actual footprint is pretty similar. The difference can be observed on how tall each unit is. The Aspen series is designed with portability in mind. It features 2 small fold handles for lifting and carrying. But there's more. It has rugged wheels and a luggage handle for easy transport through uneven terrain. We won't be doing an unboxing for the Aspen series, but this is everything that comes in the box. We have our AC power adapter to plug in our fridge to a wall outlet or a power station. We also have 2 DC power cords, one in 3.5 meter length and the other shorter one in 0.5 meter length. The longer cord is to power your fridge from a DC power source, and the shorter one is meant to attach between the battery and the fridge. And finally, we have our battery holder. If you get the optional battery, you would set it in this case, and our user manual. Let's install our battery. As you can see, the battery easily fits in the cage, and we can simply snap the battery holder to the back of the Aspen. We'll simply plug in our DC power cord to the back. Now that we're ready to go, we can simply just roll away. And the inside is even more interesting than the outside. On the inside, we have convenient baskets and a dedicated ice cream container. And we also have a center divider, but this time it's a permanent divider. Just like the Rocky, we have dual zone capabilities here where we can set either side to fridge or freezer, but we have one more added mode, ice drive mode. This mode allows you to cool the fridge to 0 degrees Fahrenheit in just 30 minutes. Only the compressor side has this capability. As you can see here on the side, each unit has an LCD display and our controls where we can see the temperatures of each zone. You can also set your fridge to eco mode, which will conserve energy. On the opposite end, if you're needing to cool something fast, you can set it to max mode, which allows for fast cooling and runs at 60 watts. We have one more accessory that you should know about. BougeRV offers insulated covers for many of the fridges we've seen today. These covers are waterproof, made with 600D Oxford fabric. This prevents them from getting damaged by sunlight, dust, scratches, and collision. They have an inner aluminum film for heat insulation and are easy to wipe clean. Here we see the CR Pro 30 and the CR Colorful in their respective covers. Since these are much smaller, they feature a carry strap. If you'll be leaving your fridge in the sun or inside a hot car, you might need a cover to help you insulate the fridge. Let's take a closer look at the CR Pro 30. In the box, you have your car and wall charger cables, as well as the optional center divider to arrange your items. We can use the CR Pro with our BougeRV 220 watt-hour portable power station, an accessory that is sold separately. The battery can easily be stored away in this special compartment. Operation is pretty simple. We also have an LCD screen where we can control the temperature and the different modes available. The CR Pro has 2 different modes, Eco, a high efficiency mode which consumes 36 watts, and Max, a mode that consumes 45 watts. Here's one more look with its cover. These covers were really well designed. They fit like a glove and have convenience in mind. For example, they have little cutouts and see-through windows so you can operate your fridge even with the cover on. We have a combination of Velcro and very tough zippers to hold it all together. Now let's take a quick look at the CR Colorful. This is our smallest fridge at 23 quarts and only has one compartment. This is truly a day trip type of fridge for any occasion actually. It's super sleek and stylish and is being offered in 3 different colors: pink, purple, and mint. In the box, we have our AC adapter and our DC power cord, as well as our user manual. Our main compartment can be set to either cooler or freezer. In this model, we don't have dual zones, but we do have the max and eco modes to manage our power consumption. This fridge has the smallest footprint, making it super portable and convenient. Here we see the CR Colorful in its cover. And if you're still between the Aspen and the Rocky, we have one more test for you. Here we have our largest Rocky model at 81 quarts and our largest Aspen at 53 quarts. We'll be doing an outdoor cooling test. In this test, we took the 2 of them outside to see how each would perform outdoors. Each fridge will contain a 12-pack of soda cans placed in the compressor side. We'll be tracking the air temperature in each fridge, the outdoor or ambient temperature, and the temperature inside the cans for each model. We started this test at noon in direct sunlight. The Aspen unit on the right was configured to ice drive mode, while the Rocky unit was set to maximum cooling mode, so both were set to the lowest temperature possible. After letting both fridges cool for about 3 hours, let's take a look at our results. We can see the Aspen's internal air temperature was able to cool to 8 degrees, while the Rocky was able to cool to 18 degrees during that time period. The Aspen was also able to cool the soda a little bit more to 35 degrees, and the Rocky was able to cool it to 38 degrees. We can attribute the Aspen winning the cooling competition due to its ice drive mode. However, they were not very far apart. So which model did you like best? For the most part, we favored the Rocky series. We felt this model gives you more flexibility by being able to remove the center divider. We also thought the lid orientation gave us more ease of use given that our cars are not very tall. We love that there's flexibility in keeping your unit powered through power stations, solar panels, AC charging, and car charging. We are missing out on some cooling capability versus the Aspen. And if you absolutely need wheels, the Aspen might be a better choice. We enjoy taking a look at the BougeRV portable fridge solutions and feel that there's really something for everyone. From grocery hauls to day trips and tailgating, to simply just making your life a little bit easier and worry-free. And with the accessories, it's easy to customize your setup to fit your needs. So, are you ready to get your very own Rocky, Aspen, or CR portable fridge? Check the links in the description. We'll be reviewing this and other amazing technology in our upcoming videos. If you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow.